Yonder, the Cloudcatcher Chronicles is technically an open-world adventure game, but it has some pretty cool farming simulation elements. Players can set up various farms in different biomass, take on different crafting specialties, fish and more. The game has a lot to offer, but lets you do it at your own pace. In addition to the usual farming elements, you can explore the world and track down demons, befriend other characters and complete quests. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, is a 3D version of the original 2003 Game Boy game in the Harvest Moon series. Since it's a remake, many fans were excited to see how things could change, or stay the same in this new release. The essence of the game hasn't changed much, because the goal is still to manage your farm, make friends, discover new items and areas, and, if you want, start a family. While not much has changed, some fans were disappointed, while others appreciated what was added, or removed from the original game. If you're a big fan of the Harvest Moon series and want to make sure any issues are fixed, or your favorite tracks are still being added, it might be a good idea to check some reviews before purchasing the game. On the surface, Sakuna of Rice and Ruin may first seem like a side-scrolling fighting game. However, considering you're playing as a harvest goddess named Sakuna, it makes sense that farming will also be a big part of the story. The game is essentially divided into two different types: hack and slash levels and farm sim. It's part of what makes this game so unique and exciting to play. Farming in this game can seem much more complicated than other farming games appearing on this list. You have to pay close attention to how much you water the rice, what kind of stuff you put in the fertilizer, and other more realistic considerations. This causes different types of rice to grow on your farm, and each type of rice actually changes the way Sakuna fights after eating. Olive Town Pioneers is the newest in the Story of Seasons series, and offers the same fan-loved features as its predecessors. Players inherit their grandfather's old farm and can repair it, expand the farm size, grow crops, raise animals and more. Players can also start romantic relationships with characters and even start their own families. You can also purchase the expansion pass for the game, which includes regular updates adding new content, including additional marriage candidates and characters from previous Harvest Moon Story of Seasons games. Farm Together is a great farming simulation that you can play alone or with friends. While the game mechanics go deep when it comes to this game, it still manages to have a more relaxed style. The game uses a real-time system, so it continues even when you are not playing. In addition to growing and caring for your crops, there are lots of features available. You can take care of animals, expand your farm, unlock new buildings and furniture, and more. Littlewood is a relaxing, comprehensive and colorful RPG by Sean Young, who you may recognize as the artist of the Kindergarten game series. The core of the game begins with a scenario that many players may not have thought of before. After an RPG hero saves the day, what happens to the areas affected by the villain's attacks? With this setup, players become that hero, but they can now help rebuild the town of Sullen. This game is open to freedom of exploration. You will meet cute characters who will ask for your help, and you will have a great time farming, crafting and improving life in Sullen in general. Terraria is a building game that was released for PC in 2011, but has since been ported to other formats. This game has a super open world setting that allows the player to basically do whatever they want, like Minecraft. It all depends on the player and their own creativity, whether it's staying in the garden at home and growing various crops, or going out into the world to explore and collect materials. Minecraft has become one of the biggest games. That comes as no surprise due to the size and limitless fun of the open world sandbox. Minecraft continues to receive regular updates adding new features, creatures and more. While most people associate Minecrafting with construction, farming is a big part of it too, and you could spend hours building and cultivating a number of different farms. My Time at Portia, was originally released in 2019 and has since become a hugely popular indie simulation game, already a sequel. In this game, the player lives in Pod's old workshop and is tasked with restoring it to its former glory by growing crops, helping people in town, and raising animals. Besides farming, the game allows the player to explore mines, attend festivals in the town of Portia, go fishing and play fun mini-games, and develop romantic relationships with some local townspeople. Stardew Valley is an indie game released on multiple different platforms. This game is similar to other popular farming simulation series like Harvest Moon, in that it not only puts a heavy emphasis on farming, but also focuses on making friends and building relationships with people in the nearby town. In this game, the player is tasked with taking over his late grandfather's farm. There, while they have their crops and animals, they help restore the nearby town by doing quests and completing various quests. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the page.